Hey guys, I'm in Manhattan preparing for the NAB show, and we're going to be showing off some really cool tech for live streaming and video and content creation and so much more.
Around the corner here to YoloLiv. Now, we showed you one product already that was a first time here on US soil. This is another one, the brand new Yolobox Extreme. And showing this off for us today is Carlos Phoenix, joining us from YoloLiv to talk about your setup. Go for it, Carlos.
All right, guys, so I am here with YoloLiv. We have a couple of products demonstrated here. One is the Ultra, which basically allows you to do 4 camera inputs and 1 HDMI output. You can also use USB cameras as well, so you can have up to 6 cameras. But then if you add NDI, you can add another 3 cameras, so you can do the math. You can also have 5 external guests who might be out of state, bring them in as well and have them as camera sources. You have the ability of also putting overlays. You can use features like audio follows video, so that way when somebody speaks, the camera switches to them. You can do a lot of layouts with your different cameras, so you can have 3 or 4 people live at the same time on screen. You have comments coming in for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, so you can put those overlays per comment on screen and really build engagement when you're doing a live stream. You also have the Extreme model here. This is the brand new one that's coming out in December. It increases the amount of camera inputs to 8 physical camera inputs, all the same technology and features. Go ahead.
I have to show off how impressive it is.
With 2
to get that many
out.
HDMI connections on a device of this size is really unbelievable technology.
Yeah, it's competing with the market, looking at what's being available on other platforms and adding everything that completes the package. So the whole idea is that everything is in one package. You don't need a computer, you don't need monitors and other software to try and enhance it. On the new Extreme, they're adding features like having the ability of bringing in a web page as an overlay without having to use a computer hooked up to HDMI. Features that, especially with audio, has improved greatly. The ability to control microphones that are coming in from cameras, their volume control, the audio follows video, and also if you're using NDI, if there's any kind of lag, you can control the delay so that it lines up again. It's just very impressive on what you're capable of doing on an all-in-one device.
And that's one of the things that YoloLiv has done a really excellent job of. Every time that they not only add more inputs into a unit, they've gone from the Yolobox OG to the Pro, to the Ultra, to now the Extreme. They're adding processing power that gives you more ability to turn on some of these great features and great capabilities, really fitting into a professional production workflow.
Absolutely, with the ability to add web overlays.
Yep.
So that way, if you're doing college sports, you can tap into their scoreboards through the web and having their graphics. Being able to do YOLO's own YoloCast overlays, where they're animated graphics that you can custom build yourself and then bring in directly from the device and accessing that database of video graphics and so on. The ability to add your own videos and play back those videos. So you have your video intros and outros. Now they added video overlays where you can actually have a video playing over your shoulder shot along with your picture in pictures. You have the ability of creating customized layouts. So instead of having just template, 1, 2, 3 cameras, you can design your own and then put a graphic overlay on top of it with transparencies, so that way you can make it look like some of the other devices that are available. So they've been doing an immense amount of work to keep up with what the professionals are doing, but still putting it at a price that a prosumer can use.
Absolutely. Carlos, thank you so much for sharing these with us.
awesome. So I'm one of the technical service engineers for Absen. So right here behind me we have the NX 2.5. Now with that, it is one of our workhorses for houses of worship. It comes in several different pixel pitches, all the way down to 1.2 up to 3.7. It's a 16:9 aspect ratio. It's 960 millimeters wide by 540 millimeters tall, which means this panel goes up incredibly fast and covers a large area, which is one of my favorites to install because of that. And then as far as the guy to the right of him there, that's our PL. That's a rental and staging product. The main contrast between the two is that's a 500 by 500 millimeter panel. They're both the same pixel pitch, but one's more meant for rental and staging, you know, build up, break down, build up, break down. This guy here is meant more for a fixed install. Now, this guy down here is our KLCOB, which is our top of the line product. It's a glue on board pixel on there with a nice little epoxy over the front of it that it keeps it scratch resistant and has really great low grayscale performances in the dark areas there with that epoxy coating on there. Without it, you can't get as good looking grayscale performance. So this is one of our top selling products for fixed installations in conference rooms and digital signage and things of that nature.
So I mean, we have the TriCaster Vision, which is the latest 44 input switcher. It has some AI assisted features such as the NVIDIA gaze detection. We've added an input routing matrix, so you don't have to go into each individual input and configure that now. It has selectable keyers on the output, so that's useful for multilingual live recordings and streams. It's also available in 2 different hardware configurations. You have the ability to slot in additional Matrox cards as needed, or you can take it in an all IP configuration. We have the 1RU rack mount, which can get up to 1 Matrox card. That'll give you 8 12G SDI spigots. We also have a Z8 HP tower that can do up to 2 Matrox cards if you like. We have the TriCaster Mini S, which is the first iteration of a software-based TriCaster subscription model. So you can purchase a license and get the full software installer and deploy that on your own hardware. We're going to have a certified listing of computers that we fully endorse and support and know will run that adequately. However, we're going to list the specifications and recommendations. You can deploy it on whatever is closely in line with that as well. In addition to that, we have the Virtual Studio Go platform, which is us kind of democratizing those high-end Tier 1 broadcast graphics that we've already deployed for the past couple of decades that we're known for, and bring that down, making it more approachable. So this is a single camera AR and virtual set solution. We do have our new PTZ 3 UHD Plus, which offers mini XLR to XLR connectivity. There is phantom power that you can enable as needed. It does have automated tracking capabilities built in addition to providing tracking information for anything downstream that can leverage that. So it's silhouette framing. You can set bounding boxes and intelligently indicate how close to talent you want to push in and hold to. Let's see, of course, we do have the fancy TriCaster Flex Dual Control Panel. This is the successor to the 2-stripe that everyone knew and loved. You can independently designate the stripe to perform a variety of functions. So you can drive your main program switcher, one of the mix effect buses, and then indicate perhaps the top stripe we want to just run as a macro board. So you can put it in macro mode, and then it's just a 1-button push to fire off those macros. The one thing that you'll notice on this is we have offset the T-bars, which is great, so you're no longer breaking your wrist. So that's what we have running here in the VizRT pod. Thanks for joining me.
So we are showing the 4G, 5G bonding encoders, including the latest P3, which is the modularized design up to 4 channels of 4G or 5G you can choose, together with Wi-Fi and the Ethernet, both SDI and 4K HDMI inputs, connecting to our bonding software, which is self-hostable. So we give the software for free to all our customers, and then they set up the server either on cloud or on-premise, and the P3 can be connected, and then from the software we can either control the device, do all the settings, or output as the IP protocols for live streaming, for remote transmission, and even for NDI for the production. And also we have the latest newly compact design, the P3 Mini, which is the same function, but this one is HD version, both SDI and HD HDMI. 3 4G SIM cards available for this unit together with Wi-Fi and Ethernet, so altogether 5 channels. And also same platform for the bonding, same functions, same IP protocols, a lot of possibilities. So that's the latest product series for live streaming, for remote, for field production. And also we have NDI solutions, the N60, that's NDI 6 supported, HDR, NDI bridge, and this is actually also a kind of all-in-one high-quality streaming product that we can support RTMP, RTSP, SRT, and all kinds of NDI. So it's all-in-one and the higher-end, high image quality products. So also, everyone know we have a lot of NDI converters. So this is the N5, N6, that's cost-effective HD version. We have the cost-effective encoders, decoders. Both of the products are also, multifunctional, support different IP protocols. Especially the decoder, we can do all kinds of protocols, including full NDI, HX, SRT, and everything. Getting multiple channels decoded outputs through SDI or HDMI. And for the NDI solutions, not only we have the converters, but also we have those NDI routing systems for NDI inputs, NDI outputs, NDI recorder that can take 9 channels of NDI simultaneously recorded to the SSD, and quite a lot of the solutions related to NDI multi-view, and also like our intercom. So that's everything we're showing.
Awesome.
Thank you.